While Rockwell comes in, are those black, road blacks, or navy blue?
It looks black to me.
Looks black, so the road blacks with the yellow letters and numbers, and they'll be going right to left to begin today's basketball game.
The thing about the Enterprise Wolves, I think, you perennially see them in the semis and the finals. And I honestly, even though they've got great players and great shooters, I think it's their defense that sets them apart and gets them through games where, all teams have games where they may not play quite as well. Enterprise gets away with it sometimes because their defense is just amazing. Yeah, great defense, that's for sure. Ready for the tip. It'll be Henderson against Whitman. Tip is up, and Whitman gets it up ahead to Dax Hunt. Hunt goes to the right wing to Randall. Back out to Hunt. Up top to Crouch. Left corner to Hyatt. Hyatt sets. Three on the way. Nothing but net. Enterprise strikes first. Yeah, what a way to start. Jackson Hyatt knocks one down from the outside. That's his average, and he's already there. I believe Coach Randall said he went 6 for 7 against Beaver. Yeah, he did. It was unbelievable. So they feel confident with Hyatt in there today against a smaller lineup of Rockwell. With it are the Rockwell Marshals. Curl had it. He'll go off now to Shattuck. He drives the lane, kicks it out left wing. Howder for three, off the rim, no good, and the rebound goes to Randall for Enterprise. That's exactly what Rockwell will do in the half-court set. Just set up, shoot the three. Hyatt comes up top to Crouch. Crouch guarded tightly by Curl. Right wing he goes, Hyatt with it, tries to bounce short corner, got kicked out of bounds by Howder, and it'll be Enterprise basketball. I think if we talk about keys to the game, one of the keys is going to be Rockwell cannot afford foul trouble in this game. That would be devastating for them. Left wing, they swing it around to Hunt. Into the corner, Randall with it. Back out to Hyatt up top. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Crouch takes it. Coach Randall saying, look at the clock. Crouch drives in, puts up the runner down the lane, off the glass, no good, but free throws coming for Brady Crouch. Crouch, you could see that he was not quite aware there was only 8 on the shot clock. So as he went in, there was only 3 when he let go of that and then ended up with the foul. So Crouch will step up to the free throw line here with a chance to add to the Enterprise lead. Nothing but out of the first one. 4-0 run to start the game, and that foul was on Shattuck. Brady Crouch, one of those players that he can score 20, and we've seen him get nearly 20 assists in a game as well. Yep. Misses the second free throw. Rebound though to Hunt on the offensive glass. Left wing, Hunt steps out with it. Three-pointer on the way, short off the rim, and rebound underneath will be taken by Shattuck for the Marshals. 4-0 Enterprise lead. 6:35 to go in quarter number 1. Right side high with it is Rife. Looking to drive in, cut off by Hyatt, works his way to the top, kicks that left wing to Curl, pump fake, dribbles in, 15-footer on the way, in and out. Rebound down the lane by Whitman. Yeah, Whitman, nice job. He just kind of waited on that one and didn't release. Got the defensive board. Left wing Hunt up top to Crouch, pump fake, dribbles in, pull up, 16-foot jump shot, off the rim, off the glass and in. That was one of those like, come on, you're a great shot. Really nice shot by Brady Crouch. 6-0 Enterprise, 6:03 to go in the first quarter. Left wing with it, driving down the lane as Howder gets all the way to the glass, off the glass, left hand and in. Yeah, Roman Howder, he goes left or right, does really well getting inside to the bucket. Crouch right wing. Bounces high post to Randall. Randall, one dribble to his right, goes into the corner to Whitman. Back up top, they go to Hyatt. Right wing Crouch, dribbles in. Bounce it underneath to Whitman, puts it up against the defense, in and out, and drop back in. Well, that was a tough bucket. He got bumped as he shot, and Whitman still converts. Lead to 6. Across the timeline come the Marshals. Howder hands it off. Henderson with it. Hesitation dribble. Backs up, now puts up the leap and leaner from 15 feet. No good. Got his own rebound. Kicks it back out to the wing. Driving right to left. Scoop with the left hand and scores it. There's Micah Shattuck. Yeah, Shattuck does a really good job. He saw the opening, went for the left hand. Waited until the waters parted and put it down. They skip it over to Hyatt. Bouncing to the corner to Whitman. Long 2 on the way. Off the rim. No good. And the rebound to Henderson. Henderson back the other way, picked up by Hunt. Hands off on the wing to Curl. Takes the handoff, gives it up to Shattuck. 4:50 to go in quarter number 1. 8-4 your score. Driving the lane is Howder, puts up the runner, missed it short off the rim, rebound to Hunt. Yeah, it was a nice drive, just short on the layup. Left wing Randall, out to Hyatt. 8-4 your score. Enterprise leads by 4. Back to Hyatt, into the corner to Randall. He'll rise for 3, rattles it in. That's what we talked about, the Enterprise Wolves. You cannot leave any of them outside that 3-point line, as they will make you pay. Trayson Randall's first points of the game. 11-4 your score. Howder off the screen into the corner to Henderson. Quick shot, short off the rim, and the rebound goes to Hyatt. Hyatt works his way down the right side of the floor. Cut off by Howder, comes to the wing to Crouch, pump fake, dribbles into the left hand, tries to pass underneath, got knocked away by Howder, and Rockwell comes up with it.
Yeah, Howder does a really nice job anticipating the drive. Crouch got himself up in the air, and it was either a pass or a shot. The shot would have been wild, and the pass taken away.
Howder off the screen, comes up top to Henderson. He rejects the screen and lost the basketball as Randall takes it away. Randall driving the floor, passes up ahead to Whitman, a beautiful dish. Whitman misses off the glass. Rebound tipped away, and it's still loose. Henderson grabs it. Henderson works his way down the floor against Crouch, puts it up against him, scoop with the right hand, and scores it. 11-6. Enterprise leads.
We saw this on Saturday. Luke Henderson, such body control as he'll hang and switch hands and make the layup.
Hyatt with it, comes out to Crouch. Back to Hyatt, to the wing to Hunt, left wide open, he'll take the three, nothing but net. Dax Hunt with his first points, and all 5 starters have now scored 1 basket for Enterprise.
Well, no surprise, Dax Hunt, a sharpshooter from outside.
8-point Enterprise lead. In the corner, they go short corner to Shattuck. Out to Henderson, quickly into his 3-point shot, off the rim, no good, and Crouch the rebound.
Yeah, I mentioned it beforehand, his shot is as quick as I've seen, and then you've seen it twice.
Hunt for 3 again. This one's in and out, skips off the rim, and the rebound goes to Curl for the Marshals. Beautiful pass up ahead from Howder, and getting the finish on the right side is Kason Reif with his first points.
Wasn't that a pretty pass? The bounce pass about 3/4 of half court. Beautifully done.
Up top, Hyatt goes to the wing to Randall, into the corner to Hunt. Back to Randall, to Hyatt. Not much movement right now by Enterprise's offense. They skip it over to Randall. And to Hyatt, into the corner to Crouch. Crouch will rise for 3. Short off the rim, backside rebound by Howder.
It looks like Rockwell's really banking on the shooting percentage as one of their options.
Left corner, Reif for 3 off the loose ball, off the rim, no good. Henderson had the rebound, and Dax Hunt takes it away.
That's a couple times Dax Hunt has been acrobatic on some defensive rebounds.
Right wing is Hyatt. To the corner to Randall, back to Hyatt. Up top, Hunt, swing it around to Crouch. Pump fake, he'll drive in, puts up the 15-foot slipper bar of soap and knocks it down.
Yeah, Brady Crouch, and he's a master of that little jump shot. He does such a great job.
16-8 your score. Enterprise leads by 8, 1:39 to go in the first quarter.
5 for Crouch.
Howder with it on the logo. Defense sagging, he'll go right side high to Curl. Up top, Reif. Right side high he goes. Working his way right to left is Curl, to the wing to Shattuck. Pump fake, he's able to drive around. Whitman got inside, puts it up off the glass, and got the finish.
Shattuck did a really good job of dropping back and leaning back on the shot to avoid the shot block.
Across the timeline, Crouch. 16-10 your score, 6-point lead. In the short corner to Randall, out to Hunt. 3 on the way, off the rim, missed it short. Whitman tips the rebound out of bounds. Rockwell basketball.
You know, it's funny because I expect everything Dax Hunt shoots that open to just go down.
Yeah.
And but that a little bit short.
Tony Nguyen into the game for the Marshals, and coming into the game for Enterprise, and Crew Evans and Parker Holt. 6-point Wolves lead. Clock's not running. And now the officials realize it.
It just didn't stop. So the game on Saturday, I think there were 5 stoppages for clocks as they had new clock operators trying to learn how that worked. It was a tough first 4 or 5 minutes.
Luke Henderson's going to come right back in. So he sat for about 4 seconds of game time because they do, or 5 seconds of game time. They decided to run those 5 seconds off as they get it to half court. Howder works his way right side, hands it off to Henderson. Henderson crosses, and a foul will be called on the drive as Dax Hunt will pick up his first, team's first.
You know, one interesting thing, Coach Taylor for Rockwell actually started his career at Cedar High School as the sophomore coach. And so this is where he began his life, is in Cedar City. He knows it well.
Into the short corner, Henderson to the corner to Howder for 3. Nothing but net. Roman Howder with 5. Makes it a 3-point game, 16-13 Enterprise.
Yeah, he averages 16 a game, so he's a great scorer.
Crew Evans wide open 3. Off the front of the rim, off the glass, off the rim, and dropped in. Crew Evans with his first points off the bench.
You don't see that very often with the 3 bounces on the 3.
4 threes this quarter by the Wolves. Henderson going to drive left to right, down the lane, scoop with the right hand, and scores it. He has 4.
Yeah, he can finish in any position. You saw it there as he extended the right arm all the way out. Put a little English on the ball.
Down to 5 seconds, right wing Hunt, up top to Crouch. Back to Hunt, he's open, 3 on the way. Off the rim, missed it short, rebound tipped out by Shattuck, and that'll be how the first quarter comes to an end. It is number 3 Enterprise 19, number 6 Rockwell 15. We'll take the break on Team5.Live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking's #1 investment has been dependable truck drivers like you. That's why they provide their drivers with an opportunity to earn up to $75,000 a year driving state-of-the-art equipment. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers in Utah, San Pete, Sevier, Juab, Millard, Beaver, Iron, Carbon, and Emery counties. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Well, through 1 quarter of play, 4-point Enterprise lead, 19-15. Scott, what do we see from Pepper stats in this first quarter?
Well, what we're seeing is the Enterprise shooting quite well, 50% inside the arc, 4 for 9 outside, so 44%, 47 overall, 50% on the free throw, 6 rebounds. Rockwell with the lead in rebounds, 8 rebounds, but only shooting 1 for 5 from 3. That's really the difference. 75 from 2-point land, 6 for 8.
Rockwell basketball to start the second quarter, down by 4 to Enterprise. Howder works his way left to right across the middle, dribbled it off his foot, but it goes right over to his teammate in the win. Now up top to Shattuck. Left wing Howder sets his feet, 3 on the way, off the rim, missed it short. Crouch the rebound for the Wolves.
Yeah, Randall, that's Trayson Randall with a great box out underneath.
Up ahead to Hyatt, looking inside for Holt. Skips it instead to Crouch, and Henderson able to steal it away, playing a defensive back. Hesitates, dribbles in, tries to step around Randall, ran into him, lost the basketball. Hyatt dives on it, and it's picked up by Randall.
How about the hustle of Hyatt as he just dove in, the ball's on the ground. Anybody could have got it, but he was the one that went after it.
Evans, left wing to Crouch. Down the lane, looking for Holt. Ball got tipped, it goes off of Holt's hands into Shattuck's hands. Oh, and a shoe came flying
I was wondering where the stop. I didn't see that. I had the same thing. Both teams with only 1 turnover in that first quarter, and now 2 quick ones for Enterprise.
Yes. So Shattuck, who had his shoe get tossed like 20 feet.
Yeah, it did.
He comes out of the game. Still a 4-point Enterprise lead, 7:07 to go here in the first half. Howder will bring it across the timeline. Picked up by Evans. Right wing, he goes to Henderson. Henderson up the screen by Nguyen, comes high left to Rife, to the wing to Howder. Off the screen by Curl. Back out to Henderson, right wing now Rife. Rife works his way right to left. On the pick and roll, goes to Nguyen for the right side layup, but it's a 2-point game.
That is very well done. Nguyen had the perfect cut, perfect pass, and the bucket.
Brady Crouch behind the back dribble, picks it up, guarded tight by Rife. He'll come out to the low, go to Hyatt. Enterprise jumped out to an 8-point lead in the first quarter, 16-8. Since then, it's been a 9-3 run by Rockwell. Right wing, Evans. Out to Crouch. High post to Segmiller, who's into the game. Turn around, 15-footer, hard off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped out. Curl has it for the Marshals. Down the right side of the floor he comes. Thought about the 3, instead goes to the corner to Howder. He'll drive baseline off the glass, countered and the foul.
Yeah, Evans couldn't quite get set, and Howder, you can see, he looked down to see. He saw Evans not set, put it in hard, has a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, we give Rockwell their first lead of the game as Dax Hunt comes in for Evans. And Shattuck is back into the game for the win for Rockwell.
Yeah, 4-0 run by Rockwell. Was that 11-3 run now?
11-3, yeah, make it 12-3, and they have their first lead as Howder knocks down the free throw. He has 8 points to lead all scores. Enterprise yet to score here in the second quarter, 2 minutes in. Crouch off the screen, bounces to the corner to Hunt. Back out to Crouch. Left wing Hyatt. Works his way around and hands off to Crouch. Reset offensively, down to 8 seconds on the shot clock. Crouch off the screen, steps into a three. Nothing but net. What a shot for Brady Crouch. He has 8.
The same jump shot with the same result, and great shot by Brady Crouch.
Howder drives all the way down the lane, blocked out of bounds by Dax Hunt. Marshals basketball on the baseline.
Man, I love what Dax Hunt did, block with the left hand.
Timeout called by Coach Randall. It's a full timeout, so we'll take it. 5:29 to go here in the first half. It is Enterprise 22, Rockwell 20 in the 2A quarterfinals on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home.
Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Go back here to the American First Event Center. Rockwell down 2 to Enterprise, but the Marshals of the basketball. Right wing is Shattuck. Picks up his dribble and gets it into the corner to Henderson. Henderson driving baseline, cut off by Segmiller. Spins, kicks it out. Rife for the deep 3, knocks it down, and Rockwell goes back in front, 23-22.
That was well outside the college three-point line. Big one.
Crouch bounces left wing to Hyatt. Works his way down the perimeter. Right wing to go to Hunt. Looking inside, nothing there. Skips it over to Hyatt. Up top, Crouch. Right wing, Hunt. Pump fake, get a dribble over the right hand and lost the basketball out of bounds. An Enterprise turnover.
Yeah, credit the defense, because what happened is Hunt actually thought that he had someone on the baseline. At the last minute, Rockwell jumps in front. He tried to pull the pass back.
Rockwell's largest lead is 1, which is where they're at now, 23-22. 1 for High here. They go into the corner to Howder, dropped in. Skip pass from the left hand, out to Rife for 3 again. In and out on this one. Whitman the rebound for the Wolves. Down the floor comes Crouch. Left corner to Hyatt. Hyatt going to drive baseline. Got a seal screen from Whitman. Drift pass to the short corner to Crouch for the 15-footer. Crouch with 10.
You know, I know Crouch is going to get that bucket, but Whitman gets an assist on 2 levels. 1 on the seal screen, and then 2, it left Crouch wide open.
24-23 Enterprise. Now Crouch steals the pass, drives down the right side of the floor, and has the easy right-hand finish. Back to a 3-point Enterprise lead.
Yeah, how about 7 straight for Brady Crouch?
Yeah, the only player for Enterprise that scored this quarter. Right side, 15-footer from Roman Howder, and he knocks it down. He has 10 to lead the Marshals.
Howder he's got a smooth stroke from just about everywhere, from outside inside.
1-point Enterprise lead, 3:47 to go in the first half. Crouch goes right wing to Hunt. Hunt one dribble, bounces up top, and got taken away by Rockwell on the pass. Up the floor to Rife. Rife will slow it down up top to Shattuck. He'll take the straightaway 3. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Whitman for the Wolves.
Yeah, transition. You'll see transition 3s for Rockwell, and it won't matter if anybody's back or not. They will take them.
Crouch yo-yos up top. Right wing to Hyatt. Into the corner to Hunt. Low block into Whitman, who got great position and has the easy finish.
Yeah, I don't know if really Rockwell has an answer for tracing Whitman inside.
They've been trying to just pack it in.
Yep.
See if Enterprise tries to go there more. Right side, Howder. Fakes the handoff, drives baseline, cut off by Segmiller. Fade away from 6 feet, no good. Air ball, and Hunt the rebound for Enterprise.
Yeah, Hunt did a great job underneath.
High it up ahead, down the lane to Whitman on the trailer. Blocked from behind by Henderson, and Henderson has it the other way for the Marshals. Works his way left to right, steps back, comes up top to a curl. Back out to Henderson, deep 3 on the way, off the rim, no good, and the rebound to Whitman.
It's bombs away for the Rockwell Marshals, and this is how they play. This is no different than normal.
Crouch goes to Hyatt, right wing to Hunt. High post Segmiller, High-low action into Whitman, and Whitman the easy finish on the right side. He has 6, and a timeout called by Coach Taylor with 2:26 to go in the first half. It is number 3 Enterprise 30, number 6 Rockwell 25 in the 2A quarterfinals on Team Hive Live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on Team Hive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
2:26 to go in the first half here at the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. Robert Lovell with you alongside Scott Langford. 30-25 is your score. Enterprise with a 5-point advantage over Rockwell here in this 2A quarterfinal.
Yeah, it's just, and this has been the theme of the day, close games. This one just as fun as the first 3.
Henderson left side high, off the screen by Curl. Picks up his dribble. Right side high out to Howder. Hands off on the wing. Rife comes off the screen, kicks it left wing to Henderson, fakes the pass, looks to drive, nothing there as Hunt cuts him off. Now goes high post to Nguyen back into the game. 10 seconds in the shot clock. He drives right side, lost the basketball, corrals it, throws one up from behind the backboard. No good. Crouch the rebound.
Yeah, credit Hyatt. He got his hand on the ball and almost got the steal right close.
Enterprise just feeding Whitman right now as he gets the easy finish on the right-hand side.
10 points for Whitman, 8 in the second quarter.
32-25 your score. Left wing Howder spins, going to drive the lane, a scoop in the left hand, and an offensive foul as Dax Hunt draws the charge on Roman Howder.
You know, Howder got up in the air. We can see on the replay as Howder goes up. No, he was there. There was not. He was there for plenty of time.
Yeah. So 32-25 your score.
Howder with 2 fouls now.
Crouch brings it across the timeline. Left wing to Hyatt, into the corner. 3-pointer on the way for Dax Hunt. Nothing but net. Dax Hunt now with 6.
Yeah, Dax Hunt, he's missed a couple, but he won't miss very many. That's the biggest lead of the game for Enterprise at 10.
On the logo is Howder. 10-point Wolves lead. Works his way to the left wing. Comes off the screen by Shattuck. Right wing to Rife. Quick, deep 3. Off the glass. Barely drew iron. And the rebound to Brady Crouch.
Yeah, Crouch will bring it ahead, but just, you know, the shooting. Rockwell's going to have to shoot really well from outside to come back with the Wolves.
Sometimes
10-point lead.
Yeah, sometimes this additional line messes them up, and they're shooting well beyond the men college line.
It's not even close.
Left corner is Hunt, skips it to Hyatt. Hyatt pumps, dribbles in, got cut off, tried to pass down the lane to Holt. Ball got knocked away. Crouch gathers it. Down to 8 seconds on the shot clock. Comes out to Randall. Back to Crouch, into the corner to Hyatt. He'll set for 3. Off the glass, no good. Hunt with the tip in off the glass.
Dax Hunt. That's 8 points for Hunt, and they've all been timely with some big threes, and that rebound bucket was huge. 12 points to lead.
18 seconds to go in the half. 37-25 Enterprise. Right wing Curl. Picks up his dribble. Tries to go back door, and Hunt takes it away. Down to 8 seconds. Up ahead to Crouch. Crouch drives left side. Got to slow it down. Hangs in the air. Off the glass and in. Crouch with 14. And that's going to be how the first half comes to an end as Howder throws one up from 3-quarter court. But through 2 quarters of play, it is number 3 Enterprise of 39. Number 6 Rockwell 25. At the America First Event Center. We'll take the break and come back with the Jones and DeMille Engineering Halftime Show next on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Are you or a loved one experiencing a mental health crisis? Let us help. Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital offers no-cost mental health assessments, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a choice in your mental health care. Insist on Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital for instant care. Call us today to speak with one of our highly trained mental health professionals. Call 801-852-2273. Or for more information, visit aspengrovehospital.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit ipautah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Dependable truck drivers like you have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. That's why they provide their drivers with state-of-the-art equipment, ongoing training, and reliable, courteous support. Barney Trucking is now hiring Class A CDL drivers with doubles endorsement to help address our exceptional growth throughout Utah. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
Zions Bank proudly supports our local communities and schools. We've been providing families and businesses with banking tools and stellar service for nearly 150 years. For helping you achieve your financial goals, Zions Bank is for you.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the American First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. Robert Lovell with you alongside Scott Langford. This is the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. Jones and DeMille applauds the teams for hard work, dedication, and commitment. The race for excellence has no finish line with Jones and DeMille Engineering. And at the half, it is Enterprise 39, Rockwell 25. And Scott, your takeaway from this first half?
Well, what a great game. It's another great game. And I think towards the end of the second half, Enterprise did what Enterprise does. They defended, made the shots hard. But I think it's about going inside. There's really no answer for Whitman in this game. The size-wise, he's just far bigger than anyone else. I think Enterprise, Coach Bud Randall said, hey, we got to do that. 8 points in the game for Whitman, and I think it was key as they went inside. And that really disrupted a lot of what Rockwell was trying to do, which opened up Dax Hunt and others outside.
Yeah. Let's take a look at those first half stats. We appreciate Pepper Gale helping out with some stats here this afternoon at the America First Event Center. Let's look at those first half stats.
All right, here we go. First of all, for Rockwell, they're 9 for 14 from inside the arc. And most of those, you can see point blank range. There's one jumper at the free throw line. But it's really been point blank. They've made layups. 2 for 11 outside. That's only 18%. And that's one of the reasons you see this lead going to the Enterprise Wolves. They've got 10 rebounds, 1 offensive, 4 turnovers. On the Enterprise Wolves, shooting 6 for 12 from outside the arc. And that's really the difference in this game as Enterprise kind of pulled away. 67% inside the arc, so 10 for 15. And again, kind of more of a mixture. You got Brady Couch hitting some 8s, 10-foot jumpers. And then you've got Whitman right inside. And then the 3s outside. 14 rebounds, 5 turnovers. So really, Enterprise just shooting like Enterprise shoots.
Yeah. And they're getting good looks. It's not like they're contested, really. They're getting open shots.
Matter of fact, I think with how open they are, I actually would have expected them to make a couple more threes. You've seen Dax Hunt out there miss a couple. I mean, good free throw, a good three-point shooter makes 40%. And he's certainly there, but in the end, it comes down to, I think he's going to make all of them. Every time Dax Hunt gets alone, you think, oh, that's going down, and so many others on Enterprise's team.
Let's look at those individual scoring. First off for Enterprise, Brady Crouch, 14 first half points to lead the way there. 8 points apiece from Trayson Whitman and Dax Hunt. And then 3 points apiece from Jackson Hyatt, Trayson Randall, and Crew Evans as they all hit a three-pointer in this first half. And then they are 1 for 2 from the free throw line in the game, as you already talked about. Yep. I have them, I don't know if you mentioned turnovers. I have them with 5 first-half turnovers.
Yeah, just 5 turnovers. Really not very many turnovers for either team.
Yeah.
Only 1 for both teams in the first quarter. And let me tell you how that ended up for Rockwell. They ended up with 1. They didn't have any turnovers in the second quarter. Or 3.
I've got them with 4 for half.
Okay.
But yeah, well, anyway, we'll see. But looking at Rockwell scoring, Roman Howder finishes the first half with 10 points, lead the way. 5 points from Kason Reif, Luke Henderson, and Micah Shattuck, each with 4, and 2 points off the bench for Tony Nguyen for the Marshals. And they're just that 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Not a lot of free throws this game. Been a fast first half.
Oh no, super fast.
The other 3 games were I mean, you felt the pressure in the room really the whole games, and this one's it felt a little bit different, and the first half's gone really quite fast as a result.
Well, and not a lot of fouls. I mean, so there's we've only seen like just 3 free throws total.
Yeah, 3 free throws total.
So 3 free throws total. So I mean that's usually what slows down a game, but not a lot of that. You've seen a lot of transition shots too, especially for Rockwell. I mean they'll take it from anywhere, and they live and die by that outside shot. Today they're dying with that 18%.
Yeah. Other stats to look at, there were 4 lead changes in the second quarter after Enterprise controlled the first and then pulled away late in the second. 1 tie, and Enterprise's largest lead is where we're at right now at 14. Rockwell's largest lead was 1 point. So there's your first half stats here in this one with Enterprise hitting 39-25. We'll take another quick break and we'll come back and get ready for the second half next here from the America First Event Center inside the Jones Intermill Engineering Halftime Show. Champions are propelled by dedication, teamwork, commitment, vision, and a desire to be their best. Jones Intermill Engineering, your local award-winning engineering firm. It's a 14-point Enterprise lead in the 2A quarterfinals on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
Bark is an app that helps families manage every aspect of their children's digital lives. Worried about your 12-year-old stumbling upon something harmful or inappropriate? With Bark, you can block sites and apps. Bark runs in the background, scanning your child's digital activities, and sends you an alert if it detects something you need to know about.
While there are lots of options out there, Bark's approach to online safety is one of a kind. You've got this, and Bark's got your back.
Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking's #1 investment has been dependable truck drivers like you. That's why they provide their drivers with an opportunity to earn up to $75,000 a year driving state-of-the-art equipment. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers in Utah, San Pete, Sevier, Juab, Millard, Beaver, Iron, Carbon, and Emery counties. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the America First Event Center. Robert Lovell with you alongside Scott Langford on the Team I've Got Live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports. Scott, as we get ready for the second half, any keys you see for these teams?
Well, I really think for Rockwell, it's got to be field goal percentage. They've got to make those shots because really that's what they do. They shoot from the outside. They have to get hot. You're down by 14 to the Enterprise Wolves. That, with a team defensively this good, that's almost insurmountable. So it's going to require a lot of hot shooting. For Enterprise, it's just do what you do. Play defense, shoot the open shots. They're shooting very well from the field. 67% from downtown, 67% from 2-point, 50% from downtown. They're exactly where they want to be at halftime.
Enterprise basketball to start this second half, leading by 14. Let's give you a quick score update at 3A in this same quarterfinal game up there. It is number 3 Ogden leading number 11 Union 30-18, nearing the halftime there as Dax Hunt knocks down another triple from the right corner.
Yeah, his 4th of the game, and that's kind of what I expect. Wide open, and now Curl with the wide open one.
Misses off the backside of the rim, no good. Crouch the rebound. It's now a 17-point Enterprise lead, their largest. Right wing Hunt. Skips it out to Hyatt. Hyatt hands it off to Crouch. High post to Whitman. Goes right wing to Hunt. Crosses over on the drive baseline. Takes a bump. Rises for the shot and knocks it down from 12 feet.
How about Dax Hunt? That's 13 points for Dax. And just, that was a tough bucket with the bump.
Right wing they go. Rife with it. Works his way around the perimeter. Hands off left side high to Shattuck. Into the corner to Howder. Back out they go. Left side high. Working into the lane, nothing there by Howder. He'll kick it out to Rife for 3. Knocks it down. Kaysen Rife now with 8 for the Marshals.
Oh, that was way out there. that's a couple steps past college 3.
Jackson Hyatt drives in. They tried to bounce out to the corner, knocked away and taken away by the Marshals.
Yeah, Luke Henderson with the quick hands through the lane.
Howder up ahead to Curl, driving inside. Kicks it left wing to Henderson. Henderson left to right in the lane. Lowers the shoulder, takes the bump, and gets it to go.
He finishes as well as any player in high school basketball. Takes the contact, still maintains the body control.
Jackson Hyatt right side high. Comes out to Hunt. Into the corner to Crouch. Crouch wide open. 3 on the way. Off the glass, off the rim. No good. And Howder the rebound for the Marshals. Marshals have a chance to make a run here. Up ahead to Curl. Off the glass, no good as Whitman got back to contest it.
Yeah, that's Whitman's hustle.
Hunt goes right side to Hyatt, makes the catch, goes back up, off the glass, no good. Whitman the rebound, he'll go up and in.
No answer for Trayson Whitman into double figures with 10.
Back to a 16-point Enterprise lead, under 6 to go in the third quarter. 46-30. Rife off the screen, pick and roll, and they'll hit to Shattuck with the offensive foul on the screen. That'll be his second foul.
Now, kind of an easy one. And Shattuck just, people do that all the time, but you can't do it that obvious. He just waited that 1/2 second to get in front of the player trying to cover.
Drew Evans into the game for Jackson Hyatt for the Wolves. Full court pressure put on now by the Marshals. Crouch lobs to Randall. Up ahead to Evans. Skips it out for Hunt, and Nguyen jumps the passing lane and gets the steal, and Dax Hunt will be whistled for the foul.
Yeah, that's a good call. Nguyen actually had the angle, and Hunt was fine when his hands were up in the air, but when he came down, he landed on the player.
Yeah. Second foul on Hunt. First team foul this quarter on the Wolves.
Dax Hunt's been on this Enterprise team, I think, for 6 years.
Him and Crouch both.
They played as freshmen, and we've seen a lot of them, and they're great young men, great players.
Curl right corner, works his way out to the wing, hands it off to Rife. Picked up by Evans. Crosses over, crosses again, working his way at the left hand into the lane, hands off to Shattuck. Left wing to Howder. Fake left, looking to drive right. Spins against Hunt, who was where he was standing. Then he spins the other way and has the easy left-hand lay-in.
Well, and Howder left-handed, but he does a great job also with the right hand. That time he just waited patiently and used his pivot foot to clear some space.
Randall in the corner, pump fake, dribbles in, kicks it up top to Crouch. Right wing to Hunt, wide open, 3 on the way. Nothing but net. Dax Hunt now with 16 to lead all scorers. And it'll be a timeout called by Coach Randall. We'll take it. 4:53 to go in the third. 49-32. Enterprise leads Rockwell in the 2A quarterfinal on TeamHive.live and KSL Sports.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized. And it'll help drive you home.
Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center. 4:53 to go in the third quarter. 17-point Enterprise lead. Out of the timeout, Howder will bring it across the timeline for the Marshals. Off the screen by Henderson. Comes up top, back to Henderson on the pick and pop. He'll drive the lane, scoop with the right hand, off the glass, a little hard. Whitman the rebound for the Wolves. And Crouch has it taken away from behind as Rife was just waiting in the wings.
Yeah, Rife smooth. He waited and then snuck up from behind.
Howder crosses, spins in the lane. A hook shot with the right hand got it to go. 14 now for Roman Howder.
That was such a pretty finish as he just floated it over, I believe, Whitman.
Bounce up ahead to Hunt. Hunt high right side. Into the corner to Randall. 3 on the way. Short off the rim. High rebound. Knocked it out of bounds by Shattuck. And it will be Enterprise basketball on the baseline.
Yeah, Shattuck does what he can to get a hand on it so that Whitman can't pull that down. Does go out of bounds.
Crouched inbound. Bounces in on the fake pass to the corner. He gets an easy lay-in for Dax Hunt.
So I want to talk about that. As that was all Brady Crouch as he saw the player and he faked that pass to the corner, which moved the defense, opened up the middle.
18 for Hunt. He's got 10 here in the third. Yeah. Right corner, Henderson, 3 on the way, knocks it down. Luke Henderson now with 9 for the Marshals. 51-37, 14-point Enterprise lead.
Press back on.
Yeah, Enterprise able to break it with the pass. Now Hunt has it on the logo. High post to Crouch. Dribbles across the free throw line and hands it out to Randall. Randall drives the lane, bounces underneath to Whitman in the short corner, steps around, gets the basket and the foul. Trayson Whitman.
Unselfish basketball for Enterprise as you see the penetration. There's some jump shots that could have happened, but when they saw the spacing, I'm not sure who made the pass. Was it Crouch?
Randall.
Randall. So Randall drew the defense and looked like he was going to go up, dropped it down for the easy bucket and one for Trayson Whitman.
And there might not be a more unselfish player than Trayson Randall.
I completely agree.
As Whitman knocks down the and one.
And that's the key to winning. I mean, sometimes, those little extra things, they make the big difference in big games.
Back to a 17-point Enterprise lead. 3:17 to go in the third quarter. 54-37 your score. Nguyen, right wing. And ball gets tipped away. Out of bounds it goes. Last touch by Enterprise.
Got some really big girls games coming up too. And I think the nightcap is going to be the game, the big game on the girls side of the bracket too. Beaver South Severe is going to be fantastic.
That'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
Right wing with it, Rife, he'll launch the deep 3, off the rim, missed it, short rebound, tipped up, and Whitman comes down with it for the Wolves. Crouch up ahead to Hyatt. Hands off the Crouch on the T-Bird logo. Back to Hyatt, open 3 from the left wing, off the rim, no good. Evans, the offensive rebound, and stepped out of bounds. He tried to dribble out on the baseline.
Yeah, Evans did a good job getting the rebound, just shoe size, one size too big. Was out of bounds.
Halftime score up at the 3A state tournament. Ogden 32, Union 20. Clock didn't start again. Now they get it going. Walking his way to the left wing is Howder. Crosses again. Comes up top to Rife, threw it behind him. Rife able to gather it. Kicks it left wing to Howder, deep 3 on the way, off the rim, no good, and Whitman the rebound for the Wolves.
There is no range for the Rockwell Marshals.
Whitman's got to be nearing a double-double. Scoreboard has him at 8 rebounds with 13 points. Whitman turned around, 6-footer, snuck it over the front of the rim. He has 15.
And we'll see. I think they're going to check shot clock or scoreboard, one of the two things.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they... Nolan Johnson into the game for the first time for Enterprise as Randall comes out.
It's that official right there. It's my across the street neighbor.
It's his fault.
They do a great job. The officials have done a great job today with some very difficult plays.
19-point lead ties the largest of the game for the Wolves. Right wing Rife. Comes up top to Curl on the T-Bird logo. Left wing to Rife. Nothing back door, kicks to Henderson, who got left wide open. Somebody lost him, misses the 3 though, and Dax Hunt the backside rebound. Bounces up ahead to Crouch. Down the lane to Whitman, driving right side, off the glass, missed it short. Defended well by Rife.
Yeah, Rife did a really nice job of bothering the shot. Whitman with a good hustle down. Here's a shot by Rife.
Yeah, the other way, he knocks down the 3-pointer from the right wing. So Kason Rife with 2 big plays, one on defense and the 3-pointer on offense.
Yeah, he's got there's one 3-pointer by Nguyen, but he's got 3 for the Marshals.
Right wing Hunt into the short corner to Hyatt. He'll drive baseline, reverse layup, missed it. Rebound by Johnson, no good, but free throws coming for Nolan Johnson.
Now, some of the people are saying, hey, that's an over the back call, but he actually had the angle. Shattuck stepped in the lane. He was not up for the board.
That's the 4th on Micah Shattuck. And as you talked about, it's not a Rockwell team that goes deep into their bench.
Nope. No, fouls with this team would be devastating.
First free throw off the rim, no good from Johnson. And a timeout called. So with 1:25 to go in the third quarter, it is Enterprise 56, Rockwell 40 in this 2A quarterfinal on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back in the American First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. Coming out of the timeout, Nolan Johnson, one more free throw, with the Wolves leading 56-40 over the Rockwell Marshals with 1:25 to go in quarter number 3.
And the Wolves, just the execution for the Enterprise Wolves, just exactly what you expect. They have just been phenomenal.
Hard off the window for Johnson, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. And the officials looked at each other and then decided Enterprise basketball.
Nobody's complaining, so I didn't get to see it. But
Coach Taylor, I think, is like, hey, what's the deal?
Oh, okay.
Now he's backing up.
There was one person.
Parker Holt into the game for Nolan Johnson.
Just a real quick trivia while we're paused here. Coach Taylor actually was helping us set up. He was helping with the internet. He was cleaning the bathroom.
Yeah, he's the AD.
He's the AD. Really delightful. He's really dedicated to this Rockwell team, and this is the first tournament for Rockwell. He was super excited to be here.
Dax Hunt able to get around the defender, kicks it into the corner to Randall. Randall drives in, lost the basketball. A fortuitous bounce to Hyatt, out now to Crouch. Crouch drives in, pull up 14-footer down the lane, no good, but free throws coming for Brady Crouch.
Yeah, Crouch picks his spots, and he goes up when he knows he has the bounce. Crouch can actually shoot off balance, and it's kind of one of those rare things because when you jump, you have to set your momentum, and you have to set your body so that your arms are not going with your momentum. Brady Crouch does that as good as anybody.
Yeah. His first point of the second half. He has 15 now for the Wolves, tied for there's 3 with over 15 at this point.
Right. That's right on his average. Now he's above it.
Yeah, 16. Got Hunt with 18, Crouch with 16, Whitman with 15.
Wow.
And everybody else that scored has hit a three-pointer.
And that's what they're all above their season average.
Right side high with it is Reif. He'll go left side high to Howder. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. To the wing to Reif. Hands off in the corner to Curl. Curl's got the bright green shoes. Come out to Reif.
He's on the all-shoe team for sure.
Right corner, Howder driving baseline. Got cut off by Randall. Down the lane to Nguyen. Kicks it back out to Howder. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Crosses. And bounces short corner to Curl. Doesn't realize the time. And a shot clock violation on the Marshals.
Yeah, Curl. That's the first time that's happened. Curl just wasn't aware. He had a decent shot. He could have turned and fired. But it took the one dribble too many.
So an 18-point Enterprise lead. Going to give Brady Crouch an extended breather as he comes out with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Drew Evans back in. Micah Shattuck with his 4 fouls is back in for the Marshals.
Yeah, I don't think you really have a choice. And then they're preserving Howder also for the 30 seconds.
Randall to Hyatt. Ball gets off his shoulder in the backcourt. Hyatt able to gather it. Up ahead to Randall. Goes to the low, go to Hunt. Back to Randall. Dribbles into the left hand, down to 12 seconds. Backdoor cut for Holt, throw behind him, and Reif comes up with a loose ball. Enterprise's 10th turnover. Reif, left wing, off the screen, hands it off to Henderson. Henderson throws up a long 3 and round the rim and drops it in before the horn sounds. Luke Henderson with 12. And at the end of 3, it is number 3 Enterprise, 58. Number 6 Rockwell, 43. 8 minutes to go on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on Team Hive. That's teamhive.live, powered by Centricom.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the American First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. Robert Lovell with you alongside Scott Langford. 15-point Enterprise lead going into the final 8 minutes. Rockwell basketball. Any updated shooting stats after that third quarter there, Scott?
You caught me. Hold on 1 second. So Rockwell shooting overall 54%, but still only 20% from downtown. And then Enterprise is 4 for 9 from beyond the arc for the game, 47% overall.
Nice play by Roman Howder as he spins down the lane and gets it to go. He has 16 to lead the Marshals.
You know, how smooth is Roman Howder? Some of his finishes have been remarkable.
Jax Hunt drives left side, kicks it out to Randall, up top to Hyatt. Back to Randall. Kind of one guy guarding 2 players right now, and he goes back up to Hyatt, to Randall. Took him a minute to see Hunt in the short corner, who was wide open. He got it to him, now back out they go, swinging into the corner to Crouch on the right side. Up top, Hyatt. High post to Randall, turn around, 15-footer on the way, and he knocks it down. Trayson Randall with 5.
Yeah, Trayson Randall could score more, but as you mentioned, unselfish, usually passes. That time he took the shot.
7 minutes to go, 15 points. Enterprise lead. Left wing Howder. Comes off the screen by Shattuck. Tried to get to Henderson off the screen, but covered well by Enterprise. Now they go to Rife for the deep 3. Knocks it down. Kaysen Rife catching fire. He has 14. His 4th three-pointer of the game.
Yeah, he is a deep shooter.
Randall with it. Bounces into Whitman, working on Shattuck, and that will be where, if it's on Shattuck, that'll be his 5th.
Yeah, he's a little frustrated with himself as he just,
it is.
It was kind of an unnecessary reach for Shattuck with the left hand on Whitman. What was the score into 3 for Enterprise?
58.
58, thank you.
So Shattuck will foul out of the game with 6:35 to go. That'll bring the win into the game. And Shattuck's really the size for Rockwell.
Yeah, he's the only size, and really not huge at that. I mean, he's about 6'1", so not a lot of size for Rockwell. They really count on that outside shooting.
Crouch goes into the wing to Hunt, back in the short corner to Crouch, 15-footer on the baseline, the very edge of the baseline, and he knocks it down.
So that's Brady Crouch playing horse from the corner.
Up top we go. Driving right side is Curl. He'll scoop it off the glass and in. Nice take by Curl for his first points. And a timeout called. We'll take it with 6:18 to go in the game. It is a 2A quarterfinal. Working their way back as Rockwell. It's Enterprise 62, Rockwell 50 on TeamHive.live and KSL Sports.
Are you or a loved one experiencing a mental health crisis? Let us help. Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital offers no-cost mental health assessments, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a choice in your mental health care. Insist on Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital for instant care. Call us today to speak with one of our highly trained mental health professionals. Call 801-852-2273. Or for more information, visit aspengrovehospital.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University as Rockwell has closed the gap down to 12. Enterprise hitting 62-50 coming out of that timeout. Wolves basketball.
Yeah, it's been some good shooting. Rife and Howder have kind of led the way with Henderson a little bit. So could be an interesting fourth quarter. This one's not over yet.
Yeah, 6:12 to go in the game. Crouch gets it across the timeline, guarded by Rife. Crosses over, drives into the left hand. Gets cut off as he comes out to the wing to Hyatt. Gets it back to Crouch. Crouch going to drive in the left hand. Nice dump off pass to Whitman for the easy finish.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Crouch, he had the jump shot, but he saw the high percentage shot for Whitman. Unselfish play.
Up top, Howder has it. Unreverse layup by Henderson's no good, and the rebound to Enterprise. Crouch up ahead for Hyatt. Hyatt drives baseline, got cut off, gets it down the lane to Whitman for the finish, and Whitman with 19.
Boy, Whitman's going to have to take some of those guys to dinner as he's getting beautiful passes from the guard line.
Anderson has it, he'll hand off to Reif.
And just like that 4-0 run, likely puts this one out of reach.
Three-pointer from Howder on the right side, no good off the back of the rim. Hunt the rebound for the Wolves. Brings it up the floor, weaving through traffic, up ahead to Crouch. Crouch dribbles in, and he'll be fouled as he goes up. Free throws coming from Brady Crouch.
Yeah, Brady Crouch. He knew that the defender had his arm out, went up, and drew the foul.
Kason Reif picks up his second foul. Again, if you're having
for 3A, what do we have?
40-28, Ogden leading Union about halfway through the third quarter.
Any surprises in 3A so far?
Richfield was the 5 to beat Manti the 4. That's not. Yeah. I mean, they swept Manti this year, and so it wasn't surprising that Richfield beat them. South Summit, the number 1, held on for a 6-point win against number 9 American Heritage. But then number 10 Judge Memorial knocking off number 2 Emory. That's the surprise of the day.
That's a big one.
As Crouch makes the free throws, he has now 20 for the Wolves, and another timeout called. We'll take it back to an 18-point Wolves lead. 5:10 to go in the game on TeamHive.live and KSL Sports.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Dependable truck drivers like you have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. That's why they provide their drivers with state-of-the-art equipment, ongoing training, and reliable, courteous support. Barney Trucking is now hiring Class A CDL drivers with doubles endorsement to help address our exceptional growth throughout Utah. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Southern Utah University. 18-point Enterprise lead. Rockwell basketball to the timeout. Luke Anderson kicks it out to Curl. Out to Rice. Under 5 to go in the game. Left corner, Nguyen for 3. Off the backside of the glass, didn't draw iron. Rebound tipped by Henderson to Howder for the lay-in.
Yeah, Howder, again, left side, left hand, and that's money.
18 now for Howder. Dax Hunt drives in left to right, kicks it out to Crouch. Dribble to the left elbow, backs out, up top to Randall. Randall drives inside. Left wing to Crouch. Dribble short corner, pump fake. Got Rife to fly in the air, comes out to Randall, up top to Hunt. 3-pointer on the way, short off the rim. Evans the rebound for the Wolves.
Yeah, nice job, Evans on the backside. Look at the pass.
Cross to Randall for the left side finish.
Wow. Enterprise has put on a clinic on some of the, I'm not sure what the assist numbers are, but they've done a great job.
Left side high is Rife, up top to Henderson. Picks up his dribble. Skips to the wing to Howder. Howder crosses. Drives into the right hand. 12-footer on the way. Around the rim and drops it in. Roman Howder now at 20 to lead the Marshals, and another timeout called. We'll take it. Under 4 to go. Enterprise 70. Rockwell 54 on TeamHive.live, powered by Centracom and KSL Sports.
Zions Bank proudly supports our local communities and schools. We've been providing families and businesses with banking tools and stellar service for nearly 150 years. For helping you achieve your financial goals, Zions Bank is for you.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centracom.com to learn more.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Events Center. Robert Lovell with you alongside Scott Langford. Under 4 to go in the game. 16-point Enterprise lead.
Best time of year, Robert.
Yeah, this is a fun time, that's for sure. The final boys 2A quarterfinal. Winner of this will move on to play APA West Valley tomorrow night, 9-10 in that semifinal. Randall off the screen, up top, wide open straightaway three, nothing but net, and Trayson Randall now has 10. He's the fourth player in double figures for the Wolves.
Trayson Randall, the unselfish player, finally gets in double figures in the tournament.
Howder on the other end misses a three, and the rebound to Whitman for Enterprise. Now 7 fourth quarter points for Randall.
Yeah, really good.
Left wing Hunt.
Don't imagine you'll see the starters for very long.
Back to a 19-point lead. That's their largest. That's tied for their largest. Crew Evans for three. He'll knock it down. And a new largest as Evans hits his second three-pointer of the game. Driving the lane is Henderson. Puts up the runner. Missed it short off the rim, and the rebound to Hunt.
Actually, Evans got a finger on that as it went up. Hit the bottom of the rim.
76-54 Enterprise. Crouch up ahead to Evans. Get it into Randall in the short corner. Faces up, nothing there, comes out to Hunt. Down the lane to Whitman. Whitman puts it up in traffic. Off the glass, no good, and rebound battled for. Dax Hunt has it left to right across the lane with the right-hand finish.
Yeah, hustle play for Dax Hunt as he continues a great afternoon of basketball.
He's got 20. Howder spins down the lane, draws the foul on the drive. Going to go against Brady Crouch. That'll be his first. Team's first.
Yeah, team's first. And we talked about this. This game has flown by. No fouls, only 3 fouls in the fourth quarter so far. Just 2:31 left. So really free throw breaks aren't going to happen either. This is going to be fast.
I've got 4 fouls total for the game for Enterprise.
Yeah.
And then other than Micah Shattuck, just 4 fouls for Rockwell.
Yeah, no.
Micah Shattuck's 5.
It's been super clean. Pretty amazing.
Right wing curl. Pump fake. Dribbles to his left. Comes out to Howder. Howder gets cut off on the drive, comes back out, curl with it, steps off the screen for 3. Short off the rim, and Crew Evans the rebound. By the way, during that short break, they brought Colton Stegmiller, Nolan Johnson, and Jackson Hyatt back into the game as Crouch, Hunt, and Whitman all take a seat. Driving left hand, finish with Jackson Hyatt. He has 5.
Yeah, Hyatt, really beautiful finish. Also for Rockwell, David Henderson in the game.
Oh, yes. Into the corner with it, Rife, 3 on the way. In and out, off the glass, no good. And the rebound kicked out of bounds. Rockwell ball with under 2 to go, trailing by 26. 80-54 to Enterprise. And Riker Jones in the game for Trayson Randall.
I was going to see now you're starting to see the starters out.
Yep. Lone starter remains is Jackson Hyatt.
Yep.
Left side, they kick it. Howder spins down the lane, nothing there, kicks it to the corner, Rife with the open 3, nothing but net to Kason Rife with 17 for Rockwell.
Good heavens, 5 3-pointers.
Full court pressure by Curl on Hyatt, and now there will be the foul called on Ethan Curl. That'll be his first, team's third.
I'm trying to think, I can't remember how old Rife is. I think he's a sophomore, but I'd have to, let me pull up.
Yeah, Rife is a junior.
Oh, a junior.
Yep.
Howder also, he's a senior, correct?
Howder is a senior.
Yeah.
Henderson's a junior. Hyatt hands it off to Johnson. Down a minute and a half to go in the game. 23-point Enterprise lead. And their largest is 26, where we were just at now. Reach and foul will go against Rife. That'll be his third and the team's 4th.
Yeah, Rife looked like he was intentionally trying to get that foul. Not sure if they're trying to get into the bonus or maybe use some fouls. Try to get down 23. Not sure how much it'll help.
Right. Into the game now for Enterprise. Checking in is 35, and actually he's not on that roster. I asked Coach Randall, I said, who's missing out this? He said, no, this is the roster. But Carter Hardman into the game.
I've got an old roster, so that's what I have.
Nolan Johnson with it, crosses over, nearly got the ball taken away, but he controls it. Goes to Hardman. Hardman dribbles to the low block, got cut off, nothing there, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson steps into a long 2, missed it short off the rim, and the rebound to Luke Henderson for the Marshals. Comes out to Howder. Howder steps into a transition 3. Just snuck it over the front of the rim. Roman Howder with 23 to lead all scorers. Wow. And a timeout called. 53 seconds to go in this 2A boys quarterfinal. Enterprise 80, Rockwell 60. We'll take the break on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CT pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CT teachers and school counselors today.
We're back here at Southern Utah University. Full court pressure by the Marshals. Enterprise able to break it. Down the floor they come. With it is Truman, who's into the game now for the Wolves. He'll come out to Hardman. Takes a bump by Henderson, and there's the foul. That'll send Carter Hardman to the line to shoot free throws for the Wolves on the 5th team foul by Rockwell.
So Hardman does go to the line. So honestly, so in the game, let's see. I've got 5 for 5, 6 for 7. Is that correct?
What was that?
6 for 7 from the free throw line for Enterprise. Is that close?
Well, Nolan Johnson missed his 2.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, so
Gotcha.
6 for 9.
6 for 9.
First free throw from Hardman, missed it short.
Second
free throw,
excuse me.
And rebound is by Truman. He goes back up hard off the glass, no good. And the rebound knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Rockwell basketball with 37 seconds to go.
Yeah, the Rockwell Marshals have done a really good job getting the tournament first time here. And they've got some good talent, some good players.
So they've got some players in the game that even your roster's missing right now.
Yes,
Scott, his number 21's in for Enterprise. Also into the game for the Wolves is Cope. Shot off of the rim, no good from Henderson. Rebound, though, by David Henderson.
Oh, I was going to say.
And a double dribble on Curl.
Yeah, that was kind of an easy one.
22 seconds to go. Shot clock turned off. Hardman to inbound. Comes in to Johnson in the backcourt. Being triple teamed, he gets it up ahead. Across the 21. That might be Evans with it out there. Cole Evans driving the lane right side. Cope off the glass, no good. Rebound knocked it out of bounds by Hardman. Rockwell ball with 7.5 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think the officials are not going to call much of anything at this point, and I support it.
Up the floor comes Howder. Steps into a deep 3 off the rim, no good, and that'll be how this one comes to an end. Your final, number 3 Enterprise 80, number 6 Rockwell 60 in this 2A boys quarterfinal. The Wolves move on to play APA West Valley in the semifinals tomorrow night here in Cedar. While the Rockwell Marshals will drop down and they will play Duchesne in the consolation semifinal at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon.